to the one here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting in the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
If I play a quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Ready?
They're going for this. Here's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches. inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Let's go now.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here. They go play action here on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ritter off the play fake. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a first route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. Oh, some strong running. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got room past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
And he'll get it inside the 35. But you look at this defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Herbert now. Caught right side, Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Allen, the man in motion left. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Ready.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Steel, black. Red, yellow, blue, striped.
Here's Ritter. He's got a man complete. And down right around the 37. They give him a gain of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
In motion left, Bateman.
Ready.
Going play action, Ritter. And that is incomplete here.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Red, cycle. 10 cycles. Cut.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage and benches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. In motion right is Davis. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now they'll audible to something else.
Check white. Go pink. White. Ready.
Robinson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Oilers have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That's caught left side with tight end Pitts. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Oilers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll run with Robinson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Again, it'll be Robinson. Able to, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Oilers are able to add on to that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
5-9. Home trips right.
Now it's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Herbert on 1st down now. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. Touchdown! Donald Parham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Run.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Running on first down, Eckler. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Tight ends up front here, third and goal. Here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Ritter on 1st and 10. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. In motion left is Davis.
Black Ultra.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Come on, set. 97. Ready?
First down. Here's Ritter. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On first down, Justin Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Yellow. Hut, hut.
Ritter off the play fake. Complete to Likely. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Black shot.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready up. 22 needle. Claws red. Needle blue. Jackrabbit. Jack.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Gabriel Davis, 48 yards. And the Oilers add 6 to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Los Angeles 1st down.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Herbert now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Herbert. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Going play action, Ridder. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Striker, 3-3. Hey,
and Bateman, he'll go in motion right here.
Mega.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Go red. Hey, blue. Smith, red. Steel, black. Red, yellow. Blue, striker. Smash, red. Ready.
Ridder from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here for Davis. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 2. In motion right is Davis. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Set. 380. Straight out. Go.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
21.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Herbert on first down now. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Hamler, the motion man left.
White, slide blue. Black ultra. Fury, yellow. Set.
Ritter from the gun on third down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Davis now to return it. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Herbert throwing again. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. as here comes the kickoff. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, Holman just past the 50. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Yellow, zoom.
Robinson up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bijan Robinson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Koo now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards of pickup there on 4th and 2. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. To the air again, Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Claws red. Go pink. Edo blue. Green jack. Ready.
Handoff now to Robinson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Ready?
Ritter throwing on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. On the return is Williams. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Check.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Trouble 38. Set, hunt.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 81 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will move them